guys, what's up and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you all how to make crazy samples in the style of Wheezy and Gunna. So first I'm going to show you all the sample, then I'm going to break it down and show you all how I mix it. Then I'm going to show you all how I made a beat to it, so make sure to stay till the end. And make sure to check out my new sample pack which dropped yesterday. The sample I'm going to break down today and 9 other samples will be included in the sample pack. Make sure to like and subscribe and to comment what you all want to see next. And yeah guys, let's go. So for the first sound I used Contact and used the trumpet A from Chris Einhorn's Compact, and I laid down this pretty simple pattern. It repeats the whole time. Besides on the last bar I have a little switch up which is pretty simple as well. I randomized the velocities just to make it sound more realistic, and this is how the finished pattern is sounding like. And for the effects on this trumpet I had this RC20 just for the wobble, then this Valhalla vintage verb where I tweaked the mix and the decay, then this soothe just to get rid of all the unwanted frequencies. It's like an automatic EQ, and I had this EQ where I took out some of the frequencies I didn't like and I boosted the highs and the low mids. Then for the next sound we had Contact again with the Mesa Winds bank, and I used this A flute and I laid down this triplet pattern which is pretty simple as well. It repeats the whole time besides here, and I randomized the velocities again just to make it sound more realistic, and this is how the finished flute pattern is sounding like. And for the effects on the flute I had this RC20 where I tweaked the wobble and the EQ. Then I had this Valhalla vintage verb where I tweaked the mix and the decay. Then this simple EQ where I took out some of the lows and took out some frequencies I didn't like and I boosted the highs. And I had this soothe just to get rid of all the unwanted frequencies. Then for the next sound I had Omnisphere with the lead Eternal. It's from the Wonderland bank from Prod by Astrid, and I laid down this pretty simple pattern. It's repetitive again, and these 3 lead notes are playing when nothing else plays, so you'll hear it in a finished sample, and this is how the lead pattern is sounding like. And for the effects on this lead, I just had the soothe just to get rid of all the unwanted frequencies, and this EQ where I just cut out some of the lows. Then for the last sound, which is the bass, I used this Ferno bass, and I laid down this pretty simple pattern. I randomized the velocities, and this is how the finished bass pattern is sounding like. And for the effects on this bass, I only had this EQ where I took out some of the frequencies I didn't like, and I took out some of the muddy lows that you can't hear anyways, and I put it 31% in mono. Then after that I ran out the sample out, pitched it down by 3, put the declicking mode generic on, put it on stretch, and this is how the finished sample is sounding like. So now I just open up the FOP for the beat, and the first thing I did was laying down these hi-hats. It's a pretty complex pattern I would say, but I just placed rolls where I think they would fit, and this is how the finished hi-hat pattern is sounding like. Then for the next thing I had this pyrex clap for my stash kit, and I just had this basic clap pattern and it sounds like this. Then I had this Jacob snare from my stash kit, and I laid down a pretty simple snare pattern which sounds like this. Then for the second last sound I had this Rex openhat from my second stash kit which will drop soon. I laid down a pretty basic openhat pattern which sounds like this. Then for the last thing, I had this 808 pattern, which is pretty simple. It just matches the sample and it gives the beat a whole bounce in my opinion, and the full beat is sounding like this. So yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to check out the sample pack I dropped yesterday, which includes this sample and 9 others. Make sure to comment what y'all want to see next. Thank y'all for almost 1,300 subscribers, and yeah guys, see y'all.